Here with Drew Adams, goalie for the Long Island Lizards and also upcoming for the U.S. men's national team at Champion Challenge. And we're outside the goalie room at the U.S. Lacrosse National Convention. And Drew, the first time we've done this here at the convention, dedicating a series entirely to goalie play. Why do you think that's important?
I think this is great. It's a great setup down here, perfect for people to come and learn a little bit about the goalie position. The major reason I think it's important is because the goalie position in lacrosse is a super important position. I think sometimes it gets overlooked a little bit. There's a lot of other things going on, a lot of other positions to be taught, and the goalie position is a little specific. But I think coaches, really like to come down here, learn some things that they might not already know that they can bring back to help their guys. And having a setup like this, and having guys available to teach them and help them with some new things is really neat.
Obviously gone are the days where coaches think of goalies at the youth level as take your least athletic kid and pop him in the cage. It's a skill position that needs to be taught as such, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the key things I talked about was how the position has changed a little bit and how it's not necessarily just the kid that couldn't play midi that is now a goalie or something along those lines. And I think as more kids want to play goalie, there'll be more need for instruction. I think it's important for a kid that wants to have success playing the position and have fun with it, to know some fundamentals, to have somebody helping him come along with it. It's definitely tough to just hop in and play without any instruction or support from anyone. So anything that we can do to help other coaches and have those guys pass that along to the players is important for goalies that are just starting off.
Why do you play goalie? What was your indoctrination to the position?
That's a great question. I started off as an attackman, play goalie in hockey, and had so much fun with that I started to do it in lacrosse. But now, looking back on it in hindsight, I like to be goalie just because I like the responsibility of kind of be the last line of defense. Being the leader of the defense, I think it's a position that can really make or break a game. Obviously, good attackmen and good players at all positions kind of stick out. But whether you're a good goalie or a bad goalie, you'll stick out during the game because people either see you struggle or see you succeed. So there's always kind of a little light pointed on the goalies in the game, and I think that's something that some guys thrive on, and I know I certainly kind of like that.
Now, changing gears here, coming up in a couple of weeks, Champion Challenge in Orlando. Interesting makeup of this U.S. men's national team that will play Denver on national TV. This is your Team USA debut.
Yep.
What does it mean to you, and what do you think of the squad that's been put together?
Personally, it's just I'm so proud to be playing. When I realized that I was invited to play on the team, it was I was thrilled. It's obviously kind of for me the pinnacle, playing on Team USA. For any sport, but even in lacrosse, it's just really it's something to be proud of, and I'm really excited for the opportunity. I appreciate the opportunity. The other guys in the team, I think are a mix of some older guys, some younger guys, some veterans, some new guys like myself, and it'll just be fun to go out there and wear a Team USA uniform is like a dream come true. It's amazing, and I'm definitely excited for the opportunity, as I'm sure everyone else is.
Definitely some blasts from Team USA past, right? Doug Shanahan,
Yeah.
Casey Powell, captain of the '06 team, and he's obviously making his comeback after an injury in the MLL final. So there's some good storylines to watch as that
Absolutely.
game goes on.
Yeah, for a guy like me, to be able to play on a Team USA team with Casey Powell or Doug Shanahan is kind of surreal. You grow up watching guys play and hear all these great things about everyone, and to be in the same breath and on the same team as those guys is it's awesome, and it'll be a great experience. Definitely looking forward to it.
Lastly, go back to your goalie roots and Penn State roots. Kind of become a little bit of a factory for goalies there in the Happy Valley, right? For great goalies.
Yeah.
Chris Garrity talking about Team USA, yourself, and now Austin Kaut, who's considered one of the best in the country.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how it's worked out. And even before that, Kevin Keenan, you got to give Kevin Keenan a little shout out.
Of course.
Penn State goalie as well. And from our high school, Austin and I went to the same high school, so it's kind of funny. We see each other, once or twice a year, all three of us together, and we'll joke about, going from high school up to Penn State and playing. And I don't think anyone really had a plan to do that. I think it just kind of fell into place. I don't think any of us ever, dreamt of going there and, playing and keeping the goalie lineage kind of going up there. But it's worked, and it's been awesome. And I know every goalie that comes there and plays, the guys that played before them will be really supportive. I know Chris Garrity was supportive of me, and we became good friends and have had that kind of bond of being a goalie at the same school. And now Austin is there and having a great job, and we're all excited to see him for the next 3 years.
So Austin, you and Kyle all went to the same high school?
Yeah,
Is that?
Kyle Sweeney, myself, Austin, and then Kevin Keenan, who was the Penn State goalie too, all went to Springfield High School. So, we
Factory.
All, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of other high schools that produce a lot of good players too. But we like to joke about it. We have an alumni game every year that Kyle puts together over Thanksgiving, and we all come back and play. And Austin was there with all his Penn State stuff this year playing, and Keenan and I were kind of just on the sideline watching. And it's cool to be able to see guys younger than you come through and have success, especially when you share the same background.
Well, Austin looks like he's going to be one of the great ones again.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to break my save record this year, so that's pretty good. And it's just funny because Austin used to be a goalie at camps that I used to go to and then coach at, and now he's playing, and it's just awesome to see. Austin's got a great family. He's a great kid, a hard worker, and it's always good to see people that have worked hard and are good kids having success. And I think Austin will continue to play really well, and he deserves everything that he gets.
Well, thank you very much, Drew Adams of the Long Island Lizards, and a couple of weeks of Team USA. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
Walking out this way,
Yeah,
or?
I'll walk with you.